Hello everyone, this is Aryan here with a strategy video to boost up your preparations. To help you all, we have our CLAT AIR 226 Shyan Shukla with us, who will be guiding you all for the smarter way for preparation strategy. Hello Shyan, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, hello Aryan and hello everyone. As Aryan stated, I am All India Rank 226, CLAT 2025, and as well as I have been a CLAT aspirant in 2024 also, got a All India Rank of 790, and then I went on to attempt OLETs of 2024, MS CET, JMI, CUT and all. So looking forward to combine my years of experience to give you a better and smarter strategy to prepare for MS CET law.
So you can continue on elaborating the strategy for the students. It's all yours now.
Okay, Arun. Let me share my screen. Uh, if can you please tell me if my screen is visible?
Yeah, yes, your skin is visible.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so everyone, we will be starting with the MHS strategy video. तो पहला let's look into कि what is the game. किसी भी गेम को जीतने से पहले we need to understand. So I hope you all must be aware about the pattern and the syllabus, the basic things. Let's decode it further. So there are 5 sections. तो पांचों सेक्शंस में लीगल कंटेंट 40, लॉजिकल 40, जीके 30, लैंग्वेज 30 एंड क्वांट्स 10. It makes a total of 150 question, 1 marks for each question. So yeah, it's 150 marks. So the good thing about MSET is कि unlike CLAT and ALET, it does not have any kind of negative marking. So it is very obvious that we need to attempt all the question, even if we are not sure, as there is no negative marking. And because of that only, the cutoff usually remains on the higher side for the general category outside Maharashtra students. So, analyzing that data and seeing the trends, last 3 to 4 years cutoff for OMS category, I'm talking about outside Maharashtra students, it usually falls between 120 to 130. This is the typical range. It changes depending on the difficulty level of the examination. So this is the range we should ideally target in our mock of MHC law. Moving further, what we will be doing is we will be taking one section at a time, and we will be seeing what should be the ideal sources, what all topics should be primarily covered, and what is that one or two thing you can take from my experience or from the experiences of people who have contributed to this video, to this PDF. Okay, we'll starting first with the legal reasoning section, as it is of 40 marks, one of the biggest section along with the logical in the MSET examination. So see, this is what the legal reasoning section consists of, and this is what the official website of MSET state, that it is designed to test your aptitude and problem solving ability. So please note this point, that aptitude and application will always play a more role than just ratna and rote learning wali thing, as it is clearly stated. So it will be it will not be like paragraph based question जैसे क्लाट में होता है, but it will be principle and fact based question, which will basically test your aptitude only. You do not need to mug up things, yeah, but one thing you need to take care of is you need to be familiar with the concepts. For example, anyone who is familiar with contract, its law, its application with minors, will be always in a better position to answer the question related to contracts and minors as compared to someone who is not at all familiar with law. So yes, it is an aptitude test, but you need to be familiar with the concepts to make it more easier for you. Okay, so the pro tip would be to focus on aptitude application more than ratta marna. Like, you need not mug up the law, but you just need to be familiar with it. और फिर करना क्या है हमने? First of all, the same point, that please brush up your concepts. Second thing, solve lots of principle and fact-based questions. Now, कहाँ से करने हैं questions? So the most authentic source rather than taking any coaching module, जहाँ you may or may not have some errors or any random sheets from Telegram. The best source would be to look at your PYQs of CLAT and ALET. I'm talking about the pre-2020 era, before the year before which the pattern was changed in 2020. So I'm talking about the years before 2020. So yes, your CLAT and ALET paper of before 2020 era contains lots of principal and fact-based question in the legal reasoning section, and that is typically the most authentic source you should rely on. Second would be the ALET legal reasoning section questions. You can refer to the ALET papers of after beyond 2020 also, though they do not give an explicit legal reasoning section, but there are some legal reasoning question in the logical part. So we have seen कि हमें करना क्या है, कहाँ से करना है. We have also seen the sources, and now the primary topics which need to be covered. From primary topics, what I mean is कि ये वाले topics तो करने ही करने हैं. Like these are the compulsory topics. इसके आगे if you have the time, resources, energy, you can move further. But first, complete these topics. These are contracts, torts, crimes, and constitution. And one more thing uh, will be key when you are reading the current legal knowledge. So first of all, cover the Maharashtra bills, Maharashtra specific laws, or Maharashtra legal current affairs. I'm telling this will give you 2, 3 extra marks, the bonus edge over others. Because in MSET, whosoever have attempted the paper knows कि Maharashtra related legal current affairs or laws sometimes do come. So this is all about the legal reasoning section. Now we will move to the next section, logical reasoning. Same. We will move on the same pattern. First of all, let's see what the official website say. So yeah, it contains a logical reasoning, contains both the critical reasoning part and the analytical reasoning part. So one advice from my side would be if you have done CR seriously for CLAT, if you are clear with what constitute arguments, assumption, conclusion, inferences, then do not waste your time on CR. Just solve few questions here and there to be in the rhythm of solving critical reasoning, and then quickly move to analytical reasoning portion. So how we should cover AR कि कैसे करें, मतलब topics और वो सब. So a simple way to cover any AR topic is कि just read the concept, learn the formulas, just look at it, and then solve any question ranging between 15 to 25, depending on the difficulty and your comfort with the topic. If you are very comfortable, just solve 15 question and that's it. If you are not, then solve more than 20, 22, probably 25 questions. It is a quite subjective thing. Okay, so first of all, uh, read the topic, learn the formulas, tricks, or whatever you call that, and solve 15 to 25 questions. And yeah, the AR formula should be learned by heart. This is very important as you will realize it in the examination hall that someone who writes down the formula and then solve would always be in a disadvantaged position compared to someone who has learned the formula by heart. Like your speed will increase immensely. Now, keep revising and brushing up the concept for familiarity. ऐसा होगा कि if you, like you learn the formula of solving clocks or calendars, you learn those codes, but after 1 or 2 weeks you will start forgetting those things slowly and gradually. So my advice would be to please brush up those things. Okay, now अब हमने ये देख लिया करना क्या है. Now the sources. So most authentic and reliable sources for the solving AR would be again your CLAT and ALET 2020 से पहले के पेपर in which logical reasoning के section में AR आती थी, ALET में अभी भी आती है. And for concepts practice you can refer to MK Pandey or RS Agarwal, whichever book you are more comfortable and familiar with, or whichever if you have any of those two. तो वी हैव कवर्ड. करना क्या है, एल आर के सेक्शन में कहाँ से करना है, नाउ कौन से प्राइमरी टॉपिक्स हैं जो कि करने ही करने हैं, इसके आगे इफ यू वांट टू डू यू कैन, बट ये वाले तो करने ही करने हैं, विच इज सीआर में आर्गुमेंट्स, assumption, inference, conclusion, strengthening, weakening, आगे आपकी श्रद्धा है. नाउ एआर में सिलॉक्स, क्लॉक्स, calendars, deductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning is they will give you something and you have to find the relationship, or they will give you something you have to decode. Coding, decoding you can also consider इसी का part. Now directions, these are the primary topics which you should cover first before moving to any other fancy topics. So that's all for logical wala part. Now moving to next section, which is GK. Now if you will read what they write on their official website, the topics such as history, ancient, medieval, and modern, geography, general science, economics, civics. Do not commit this mistake. Even though, even though, if the questions comes from the ancient history, science, wala part, it will be very, very marginalized or less in the number. Do not waste your time there. At least do not start from there. If you will sit and analyze the previous year questions of OLETs, be it of MHT, GMI, CET, or any other examination, you will realize that the prominently dominating theme in the static GK portion is of modern history and polity wala part. So my advice would be to first of all cover that polity and modern history wala part in the static portion. And same applies for the current affairs. They write कि पिछले एक साल का past 1 years, but you also know, and be it CLAT, ALET or any other examination or any OLET examination, you will realize कि there is a recency bias in the mindset of examiner while setting the paper. कि वो उसको जो पिछले 3 महीने 6 महीने के क्वेश्चंस हैं, that will always dominate the show, because it is very obvious. Keep yourself in the place of examiner, you will eventually realize that there is some sort of recency bias whenever you do or remember something. So, एक साल का करना है, you can do, but first of all, start it in a reverse order. First cover पिछले 6 महीने की current affairs, one-liners, then cover उससे पहले की 6 months if time permits. Okay. So we have seen करना क्या है, modern history or polity for static. That will cover your major portion. Maharashtra, as we seen in legal, GK में तो it is sure that some question here and there are going to come from Maharashtra wala part. Like last year, I remember when I was attending MH set, so in the first shift, morning wali shift में, there was one question on Sambhaji Maharaj or something. Typically, the rulers, the great rulers of Maharashtra, there is a question. Be it उनके battles Mughals के साथ or anything, please cover that Maharashtra specific GK वाला part, static GK में after modern history and polity. So we have seen modern history polity करनी है, महाराष्ट्र की GK करनी है, और last 6 to 8 months की we have to cover current affairs वाला part. Now let's see कि करना कहाँ से है. So just pick lucent, पर lucent देख के ये burden नहीं करना कि यार there is a lot to do. Just pick lucent or any other static GK की good book. अगर if you have your coaching module, then well and good. And then directly move to modern history and polity wali theme. You will see कि books में themes are divided in static GK. Cover modern history and polity wali theme. उसके बाद talking about the practice part, where you can practice those questions from. So Aryan has promised me and he has stated that CLAT era, and he will be providing you with the quizzes thing. I think Aryan is here. He can please elaborate further on this.
यस श्रेयांश, जैसे कि हमने आपको प्रॉमिस किया था इन सबको, जो हमारे सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं उनको प्रॉमिस किया था कि क्लैट इरा आपको थीमेटिक टॉपिक्स वाइज जो पीवाईक्यूज एनालाइज करके हमने डिजाइन किए हैं वो सब कंडक्ट कराता है इंस्टाग्राम और टेलीग्राम पे. मॉर्निंग शिफ्ट्स में हम इंस्टाग्राम पर डेली क्विज सेट लगाते हैं, एंड थीमेटिक ऑर्डर में वोकैबलरी और जो जीके के स्टैटिक पार्ट है, जैसे कि आपने बताया महाराष्ट्र के बारे में जितने भी इम्पोर्टेंट फैक्ट्स जानना चाहिए वॉर से लेके उनके रूलर्स तक, सबकी क्विज बनाई हुई है और वो डेली बेसिस पे ऑल्टरनेटिव डेज पे हम करा रहे हैं शाम को 8 बजे.
Okay. So yeah,
And
so your problem of practicing and solving is also solved. After you read your themes from Lucent, make sure to practice those quizzes as Aryan stated. So you will get those quizzes. And for current affairs one-liners, the simple website is GK Today. Please do not complicate things. Stick to one resource. Practice quiz from CLAT era, read one-liners from GK Today, and practice your concepts and theories from Lucent. That's all. And now, yeah, one a more important tip from my side would be to even in that modern history wala part, do a further bifurcation. कि first read that 1857 वो rebellion से वो ब्रिटिश राज rebellion से लेके 1947 के मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री का वो वाला पार्ट which is Indian independence movement and उसमें भी the movements led by Gandhi ji, civil disobedience, Jallianwala Bagh, all those, the Chauri Chaura Kand, all those will dominate the show in the modern history also. So please do read that. And in the polity and current affairs part, there is an overlapping part of election, constitution, and reservation, which have been dominantly in the news since last 6 months. So please make sure to focus on that. You have to do everything. You can do everything, but please prioritize things. First, prioritize which things which have a higher probability of coming in the examination. So I have listed those things. First, complete them on a priority basis, then move to next thing. Okay. Now move. That's all from GK वाला part. We have seen कि दो important thing कि GK 6 months की ज्यादा dominate करेगी. Static में कौन से themes ज्यादा dominate करेंगे. करना कहाँ से करना है. Quizzes के practice के लिए आर्यन has already stated. So well and good. Now we will move to our next section, which is language. लैंग्वेज वाले पार्ट में फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सी यहाँ पे भी व्हाट वी कैन एलिमिनेट इफ यू हैव read well for CLAT and prepared well for CLAT, please make sure to do not waste your time on comprehension wala part as it will not be very dominant portion in the English language section. The English language section of MSET will not be same as of CLAT. It will be dominated by idioms, phrases, grammars, along with reading comprehension. So if you are familiar with reading comprehension wala part, just practice few reading comprehension here and there, and then directly move to the grammar wala part. Because I'm sure that is the part where most of you will be lacking due to simple reason कि CLAT में that do not dominate the show. So the right way to study grammar is कि quickly sit एक दिन take 3 to 4 hours of your schedule time निकाल के कहीं से भी whichever book you are familiar with, whichever YouTube channel you feel is a good, or whichever faculty tutor you feel is a good teacher, please उनसे बैठ के write down grammar के rules. There are certain set of rules for nouns, pronouns, how we should apply them, how we should use them in the sentences. Please make small pages notes of those grammar rules. Secondly, reading comprehension we have seen, grammar we have seen. Now coming to idioms, vocabulary. तो यहाँ पे my advice would be to कि रटना is not possible. ऐसे we do not have much time before MSET and that is never a good idea रटना इन चीजों को. Good idea is to practice those things, be it vocab, idioms, phrases on daily basis to develop a familiarity with them. So you can mark them if you have four options in front of you. If you are familiar with it, you will be able to eliminate other three and mark the right one. So we have seen करना क्या है. अब now we will see कहाँ से करना है. Again the sourcing. So grammar, as I already stated, refer to the faculty YouTube channel book you are comfortable with, or the one you have access to. Now, as similar to GK wali thing, RN has also stated that CLAT era would be provided vocabulary, idioms, phrases, key quizzes. So over to RN, you RN.
yeah, uh, as we promised, we are providing sheets for important idioms, vocabulary, all the parts that are covered in PYQs, and we have analyzed the previous year questions to make sheets. आपने जैसे कहा कि रटना is not possible. You can practice and be sharp in English. So we have make many sheets for that. और आप उनको multiple times practice करोगे तो it will particularly help you in vocabulary and grammar.
Okay, so I think your this problem is also sorted. That grammar के rules I have already stated कैसे करने हैं pages, small pages के notes में. For practicing of vocabulary, idioms and phrases, CLAT era will be providing you with quizzes, so make sure to practice from there. And now primary topics कौन कौन से कवर करने हैं हमें ग्रामर में? Nouns, pronouns, adjective, adverbs, tenses, subject verb agreement, uh, error identification. In this also, my advice would be to please start from subject verb agreement wala part, as it is a bigger and more lengthier topic. तो पहले उसको cover करके you will get a confidence kind of thing, और उसके बाद you can move further with other things. Vocabulary, idiom phrases, practice quizzes as many as you can. Now that's all for English language wala section. We will move to our next section. Now आई नो इसको देखते ही लगा होगा कि यार ये तो क्लैट में भी करना पड़ा था न, यहाँ पे तो इट इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट क्योंकि 10 मार्क्स का ही है एंड 150 का हमारे पास ज्यादा बड़ा स्पेक्ट्रम है, तो उसमें वी डू नॉट नीड टू. आई अंडरस्टैंड वन थिंग दैट इन एमएस सेट द नंबर ऑफ सीट्स फॉर outside Maharashtra candidates are significantly low in number. So just think logically, if you will skip these, which majority of people will be skipping, how you are gonna distinguish yourself or differentiate yourself from those people? Because everyone will be doing the easy portion of legal, English, GK. But this is the 10 mark which will give you significant advantage. If you are somehow able to score more than 8 or perfect 10 in this, then be very, very assured that you will be through the list. And please, please, please do not create that havoc of mathematics. Please read what official websites say. That pro tip: focus on the word quote unquote basic. It's a basic mathematics. It is not uh, the kind of mathematics which generate any kind of fear. You are fearing this because you have not attempted this or you have not tried to solve this. वहां पे भी छोड़ दिया क्लाट में और यहाँ पे भी. So please, my biggest advice would be to please, please, please यहाँ पे score, try to score 8 to 10. इसका भी सेम फॉर्मूला रहेगा, जस्ट लाइक AR वाली थिंग. You read the concept, you learn the formula, and then you move to solving questions. अगर टॉपिक familiar है, easy है, solve 15 questions. मुश्किल है तो just increase the question on a higher end from 20 to 25. And believe me, कोई भी टॉपिक हो, if you are completing those 5 to 7 basic topics and solving more than 20 question of each topic, you will be getting more than 8 marks in MSET की points. 100%, that's my guarantee. सेकेंड थिंग कि यहाँ पे DI भी नहीं है तो लेंदी कैलकुलेशन नहीं होगी. यहाँ पे स्टैंड अलोन क्वेश्चंस होते हैं मैथमेटिक्स में. इफ यू विल आस्क समवन हु हैज अटेम्प्टेड द एग्जामिनेशन, स्टैंड अलोन वाले क्वेश्चंस. एंड वन तो स्टैंड अलोन वाले क्वेश्चन करने हैं, डाटा इंटरप्रिटेशन वाले नहीं करने हैं. और वन मोर थिंग कि डू नॉट गिव अप ऑन मैथ्स. अगर क्वेश्चन से सॉल्व नहीं हो रहा, फॉर्मूला याद नहीं हो रहा, ये 4 ऑप्शंस होते हैं इफ यू आर लेफ्ट विद टाइम. क्योंकि एमएस सेट में टाइम की प्रॉब्लम नहीं आती बिकॉज इट इज नॉट एज लेंदी एज बीट क्लैट और एलेट. यहाँ पे स्टैंड अलोन क्वेश्चन रहते हैं, टाइम बचता है. क्वेश्चंस में ऑप्शंस डाल के पुट, बट स्टिल ट्राई टू सॉल्व, चाहे क्वेश्चन से चाहे ऑप्शन से. प्लीज सॉल्व योर क्वांट्स, सॉल्व योर मैथमेटिक्स. इट विल गिव यू सिग्निफिकेंट एडवांटेज. ठीक है, वी हैव सीन करना क्या है, अब कहाँ से करना है. द बेस्ट बुक फॉर इट आई फील्स, इफ यू हैव नॉट डन मैथमेटिक्स, कि वो 30 days वंडर वाली बुक, प्लीज पिक दैट. Learn the formula, solve 15 to 25 question, or you can refer to any YouTube channel or faculty you are comfortable with. But please do not skip mathematics. Or one more thing, if you want वो stand alone one liner stand alone वाले mathematics के question, please refer to ALET और CLAT की 2020 से पहले के पेपर की fonts को. You will see कि similar वही क्वेश्चंस है जो एमएससेट में भी आएंगे, सेम पैटर्न पे, टॉपिक पे. ये प्राइमरी टॉपिक्स हैं. even if you are not doing anything and only covering these topics, still you are good to go, and you will be getting 7 to 8 plus अगर इस टॉपिक को भी you are able to cover, which are percentage, ratio, average, profit and loss, time, speed and distance, time and work. First complete these topics only, बस इनको करके then move to other topics. If you are left with time, then you can move to probably simple interest, compound interest, and other complex topics. But please make sure to complete these basic topics and you will be very good to go. Please remember this. So we have completed our subject and sections wala part. Mathematics was the last section. Now moving to mindset or strategy wala part. Okay, first point I have already stated in maths वाले section में ही कि ये जो 10 marks की basic quote unquote basic mathematics है, you need to use these judiciously, because only those people who will be attempting mathematics and will be getting edge. क्योंकि the simple rule for any competitive examination is you have to do what 99% of people will not be doing. That's why you will stand apart from them. वरना अगर सब सेम ही चीज कर रहे होंगे तो मार्क्स में फर्क आएगा कहाँ से? That edge वाली thing in any competitive examination you need to catch. So here the edge you will get is from mathematics के 10 marks, which everyone will be, most of them will be skipping सोच के कि यार 10 ही तो हैं 150 में से, but you will eventually realize कि how significant of a difference it would make in the end. Second, easy moderate topics will fetch you 80% of the desired marks. इसलिए I stated earlier also कि please prioritize your topics. ऐसा नहीं है कि यार परसेंटेज रेशियो कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट, सॉरी परसेंटेज रेशियो प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस एवरेजेस ये सब तो कर नहीं रहे और कॉम्प्लेक्स टॉपिक्स देख के सोच रहे हैं कि यार मैथ्स मुश्किल है और ये ऐसा है. नहीं भाई, प्लीज प्रायोरिटाइज योर टॉपिक्स एंड एमएस सेट इज इजियर एग्जाम. एनी एग्जाम इज इजी, उसके 75 to 80% ऑफ marks will be covered through easy topics only. Please make sure to complete those topics which I have written in the PDF on priority basis. Then you can move to probably more moderate or difficult topics. And believe me, if you are covering easy topics first, you will be good to go and you will have a very good amount of confidence with you, which will make you do moderate and tougher topics also. And on the other case, if you are starting with the tougher topic, let's say, so your confidence will be shaken. So please make sure to prioritize things. Last point, very, very important for any exam. Suppose if you are studying any topic, probably if you are studying mathematics and you are solving compound interest, दो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करे नहीं हुए, तीन करे नहीं हुए, and all of a sudden you will start thinking कि यार ये तो कितना दिमाग खराब कर रहा है, how difficult this preparation is, एंड नहीं करना छोड़ देते हैं, फिर वो मन नहीं करेगा, टालने का मन करेगा. बट प्लीज प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दिस पॉइंट इन बोल्ड, quote unquote, give up on topics not on preparation, because you never know, शायद वो वाला टॉपिक आए ही ना. तो उस टाइम के टेम्पररी फ्रेमवर्क ऑफ माइंड में क्या लगता है कि यार ये पूरी प्रेपरेशन ही डिफिकल्ट है. बट इफ यू विल जूम आउट एंड विद अ काम माइंड विल थिंक कि वो सिर्फ एक टॉपिक या क्वेश्चन या मॉक डिफिकल्ट था, कि वो सिर्फ एक टॉपिक था जो मेरे को नहीं आ रहा था, बाकी चीजें मेरे को आ रही है. बट प्लीज डू नॉट लेट दैट सिंगल टॉपिक अफेक्ट योर अदर टॉपिक्स विच यू आर नोइंग. उसका कॉन्फिडेंस से दूसरे जो आ रहे होते हैं टॉपिक्स, उसका कॉन्फिडेंस शेक नहीं होना चाहिए. प्लीज कीप दिस पॉइंट इन माइंड. So yeah, that's all from the mindset strategy wala part also. So we have covered particular subject wise strategy, sources क्या करना है, कहाँ से करना है, and what is 1 to 2 tip that will make you stand apart from the crowd. And mindset strategy wala part also. Please make sure to do this. Now that's all from my side. I will call Aryan. Please take over.
तो थैंक यू श्रेयांश, आपने बच्चों को इतनी अच्छी तरह से स्ट्रेटेजी समझाई. सो एट माय पार्ट, क्लैट का पार्ट, preparing for your exam is our priority. देखो, if you have chosen us for the result, we will definitely provide you all the quizzes sheet, but करना आपके हाथ में है. If you attempt our practice sheets, then it will help you so much. You can practice them in our Instagram handle, टेलीग्राम चैनल, एंड जितने भी हम क्विजेस पोस्ट कर रहे हो, अगर आप डेली उसी सेट पे आके, उसी टाइम पे आके आप अगर हमारी क्विजेस और इंस्टाग्राम पे हमारी क्विजेस आप अटेम्प्ट करें, तो इट विल बी हेल्पफुल सो मच फॉर यू ऑल गाइज. एंड जितने भी हमारे करंट अफेयर्स हैं अभी लास्ट 6 मंथ्स के, उन सब की शीट्स, उन सब के जो क्विजेज है वो सब रेडी है. अब टाइम टू टाइम हम आने वाले टाइम में उन सब की आपको प्रैक्टिस कराएंगे. बट आपको क्या रखना है, आपको बस वो अटेम्प्ट करने हैं और रेडी रहना है उन्हें लाइव अटेम्प्ट करने में। एंड जितने भी डाउट है, वी आर ऑल ओपन फॉर यू गाइस टू टेक योर डाउट्स, टू हेल्प यू इन योर प्रिपरेशंस। बट आपको करना क्या है कि आपको अटेम्प्ट करने हैं, डाउट पूछने हैं, फ्री टू आस्क गाइस एंड फ्री टू अटेम्प्ट। सो आपको कुछ भी डाउट है तो आप हमारे टेलीग्राम पे, इंस्टाग्राम पे कहीं भी पूछ सकते हो, है ना श्रेयांश?
Yeah, and if time permits, I will also be available in the doubt solving session if I'm not busy somewhere else with my course. So yes, as Aryan stated, you can practice your quizzes and even send him or other members of the team doubts. So yes, that's all more from my side. Thank you, Aryan, for the platform and calling me. All the best to you and Platera. And yeah, all the best to everyone. Thank you.